Before we round off on Rangers, Keith, Bill Reimer says, sad times when beating St Johnstone away, Killie at home in Ross County is lauded as a special achievement. What a fall from grace. None of this matters if we lose the cup final to them next weekend again. I'll save my plaudits for then. And the only reason I'm reading that is because, this is Rangers we're talking about. It's been a good week, but these are the games they're expected to win.
Look, do you know what the difference is? The difference is that we've been watching this Rangers side stumbling around from one iffy performance, dodgy result to the next for what seems like an eternity now. And there's been no sign, no chink of light for the Rangers supporters to say, look, I see what we're doing. I see where we're going. And this last couple of weeks has been the first moment, and I don't know if he's got there by accident more than design, Clement, because he didn't want Hagi. We've talked about that I don't know how many times. Hagi's now the key.
Yeah.
he's the key, because when you're looking at that, they were so rigid previously. Everybody knew what they were coming up against when you come up against Rangers. They were easy to play against. That's why the results were so bad. That's why they weren't scoring goals. All of a sudden, by putting Hagi into that number 10 position, he just floats around. He'll pop up out on the right-hand side. He'll pop out on the left-hand side. He'll just drop into little pockets of space in between midfield and defence. And he's a real problem for the opposition. But not only that, see, because he's making these little runs and knitting things together, he's picking little passes that are bringing other players, maybe Czerny coming in off the right-hand side, Egerman coming in off the left. They're combining. That's really difficult for a defence to play against. Whereas Rangers, previous to this, have been so easy to play against defensively. As Andy touched on, Dessers, your big centre-half, get in a battle with him. You'll occupy him. He's not going to run away from you. He probably won't win many headers. It's hard to, the ball bounces off him. He's not linking up. The thing breaks down there. I don't know how long Philippe Clement required to see that and identify that as a problem. That's a worry for me. And this is what I'm saying. Has he stumbled across this? The fact that Hagi's come back in because he was determined to get him out. Mm-hmm. And I know people say, it's a contractual thing. Well, okay. Clement went on record as saying this guy's not good enough to play as a number 10 for Rangers now, and he's not going to be. He wrote him off.
He did.
And he had him training with the kids. Do you know something? It speaks volumes for Ianis Hagi's personality and his professionalism that he was prepared to just knuckle down, work hard. Everything I was hearing was he was first in, last out at the training ground. This is when he's training with the kids. He didn't want to come off in the B team games. He was moaning if he get substituted. He just wanted to play and wanted to prove that, if this guy gives me a chance, I can do something for him. Mm-hmm. Now, it shouldn't have taken Philippe Clement all that amount of time to work that out either. He shouldn't have insulted him the way that he did. But, now, Hagi's been left out of the European squad, obviously. He made this curious decision not to put Danilo in his European squad, even though it was estimated that he would be back ready to play around about this point in the campaign.
That's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
It doesn't make... But there's so many things that don't make any sense.
No.
However, that all said, he is where he is. Whether he planned this or not, it's starting to work. Rangers look like a different team in the final third of the pitch, and that will make them more competitive. Mm-hmm. Is it enough? Do they have enough quality to go into the two games that they're about to go into? Probably not, especially when Danilo and Hagi won't be anywhere near the Spurs game. The flip side of that, of course, they'll be fit, fresh and firing for Sunday in the cup final. I just think that's what I said there. I wasn't joking. Sometimes your timing's bad, isn't it? And Rangers are just starting to click a little bit, just starting to show signs of where they might get to if he sticks with this. And as I said, turn a corner, walk straight into a bus. Yeah. Because everything that they're building right now, the feel-good factor, the confidence, the fans are starting to enjoy it again, that goes out the window. It's absolutely steamrollered if they get two really difficult results in the next, in the space of the next 6 days. So, look, we said it Thursday night. It is fascinating. It is really fascinating. And the fact that Rangers have gone, now bear in mind, this is a Rangers side, as Andy said, 4 months, 3 goals away from home in the league. Well, they've backed up the Kilmarnock result by going to Ross County, where they've found it difficult previously. They've helped themselves to 3 goals. These forward players that we're talking about are actually starting to get the score sheet. That makes them a different proposition, but I'm just not sure they're anywhere near ready for what's about to hit them.
Darren Barnes says, Keith, I agree with you. Everything spot on. Darren, we can get yourself a lie down. We're now